Hello and welcome to the Healing Codes podcast. I'm Julie Williams, your host, sending you weekly healing activations and inspirations for health and well-being. In today's episode, I'll be exploring the power of collaboration and why it is essential right now in world evolution. I'll be explaining about collective energies and how they can be a great support when you work with them rather than against them. You'll receive tools to shift your mindset to include these collaborative forces of being so that you can find greater peace in the world while manifesting your heart's desires easily and effortlessly. Now, more than ever, the energies of collaboration are needed to hold a higher level of consciousness to shift into a supportive, abundant, and sustainable future. Life is not an individual sport. And my sense for one of the collective forces at play right now is to expand, exchange, elevate, and evolve. Our conscious presence as a whole is expanding for greater inclusion, visibility, and wisdom. While some continue to try to hide in the shadows to avoid joining in this conscious expansion, those of us on the awakened path of being are strongly called to come together in this expansion, to join our hearts and become greater than the sum of our individual parts in exchange. Do you feel this call? If so, how are you experiencing it? Given the state of the world, walking our individual paths is not going to get us to a brighter, safer, and more sustainable future. So answer that calling to co-create in whatever way it's showing up for you. And if it's not showing up quite yet, simply become aware of connecting to the collective energies to call in the kinds of connections that will enrich your life through exchange. Exchange is a great word to describe collaboration, as it innately suggests equanimity. When we are making an exchange, the most nourishing connections will be the ones where both sides benefit mutually from it. In order to create these kinds of exchanges in your life, you must first be able to identify your needs and the needs of others to determine the win-win collaboration. If you struggle with relationships, personally or in business, that are an equal exchange, then keep listening. I will give you some great guidance for how to break free of the old conditioning that keeps you from having balanced giving and receiving channels that will allow you to activate the collective energy flow of expansion, exchange, elevation, and evolution in your life. I want to take a look now at collaboration from a holistic perspective to give you a better idea of how you can not only create healthy exchanges, but also strengthen them to nourish your being more deeply. From an energy body perspective, we are in essence collaborating with every person we come into contact with. This is because our energy bodies extend out from our physical bodies at least an arm lengths out. So even if you are standing apart from someone, your energy body is exchanging with theirs by being in proximity. Some aspects of our energy and emotional body fields can extend meters out from our physical body, making this exchange process even broader. For example, do you feel overwhelmed in crowds? This can often be because your energy field is expanding out beyond your physical body and is picking up vibrations from everyone in your energetic radius. If you are unaware of your energetic body, then the sensations associated with this can become quickly overwhelming, affecting the nervous system in a way that leads to feelings of overwhelm. This is why it is so important to become aware of your energy body and to be able to, with the power of intention, fortify your energetic boundary or bring it closer in when there's a lot of other energies around to prevent you from feeling overwhelmed and bring forward a feeling of harmony, empowerment in all situations. It also allows you to be able to expand your energy body in places where you feel safe and resonant with the environment or people, so that you can experience states of being greater than what you can access as an individual. Our energy bodies are very clever and that when they come into contact with other people's energy, they will strive to come into sync with each other to create an unseen resonance that brings forward comfort, connection, and a healthy exchange. Studies show that when we come together in groups, our brain and heart wave patterns come into sync with each other, creating a carrier wave of resonance. The electrical systems of our brain and heart are energetic in nature, so these organ systems sync up, as do our energy bodies. When we have a resonant energetic connection with people or places, we can easily sense harmony and peace and relaxation. When there is a discordant energy, then we will feel uncomfortable, unsafe, or misunderstood. This is why we have a natural affinity to some people while not others. And when you are seeking out healthy collaborations or exchanges with others, being aware of whether there is energetic resonance or not will help you navigate creating a positive experience versus a challenging one. A healthy energy-body collaboration is one where, when our energy fields combine, there is an exponential increase in the potential that elevates everyone's vibration. This expands our energetic potential to access our greater good, guiding the path of evolution towards a bright, healthy, and happy future to unfold more easily. Energy exchanges between people can become a power struggle, where those low on energy will try to get energy from others. Since our energies are always interacting with others, people who are low in energy or have denser frequencies in their fields will seek out the energy of others to try to restore balance. This can show up in the form of attention-seeking, manipulation, passive-aggressive behaviors, drawing people into a heightened emotional exchange with anger, for example, or a poor me mindset that draws people in to rescue them. These energetic dynamics happen at a subconscious level, so they're neither on purpose, personal, or malicious. They simply are part of being energetic beings. Owning your energy field through awareness and staying empowered through your energy body practices will help you avoid being drained by others so that you can call in relationships and situations that are mutually beneficial and balanced in equanimity. By becoming aware of maintaining your own boundaries with your energy body and how it interacts with others and the world will help you to be able to expand into a healthy exchange that supports you to elevate your frequency and make a positive contribution to the conscious evolution of the planet. Equanimity is so important in exchange, which means being able to give and receive in a balanced way. Given childhood conditioning, for example, a person's ability to give and receive in equanimity can be adversely effective and be skewed to overgiving or overtaking. Takers are not available for giving and will usually seek out others to feed off of. Overgivers aren't open to receiving, so will happily give until they are exhausted at a cost to themselves. Do you have a tendency towards one of these archetypes? Becoming aware of your natural tendencies towards giving and receiving is a first step in creating equanimity to be sure that you stay balanced, empowered, and are able to naturally call in the energies of exchange that will elevate you and others. Once you become aware of your own energy body and work to establish a strong connection that you can affect with your intention, then you will be able to sense more clearly into the collective energies and how they affect you. Collective energies are shared group experiences that create a field of energy that becomes stronger over time the more the experience is shared. There are collective energies around emotions, institutions, ideals, natural elements, cultural beliefs, and many more. Any shared experience will begin to form its own energetic presence based on the individuals who share in that. These energies can be as old as time, belonging to the history of a country, or form around societal ideals or belief structures. They can be difficult to notice since it's a bit like a drop of water trying to get a sense for the entire ocean. Just as we have individual energetic bodies that are constantly interacting with others, these collective energies are also in the mix, interacting with us all of the time. Strengthening your essence of being by being aware of your energy-body dynamics, clearing old emotional triggers that disempower you, and aligning yourself with your truth, needs, and what makes you happy in life are great tools to lessen the effect that collective energies can have on you, and will then allow you to be in control of how and when you interact with the collective, so that you can focus the collaborative power of your collective to help elevate your presence and evolve consciously. I've been more aware of the influence of collective energies on my clients recently, and I have found that nearly everyone has some part of the collective that they are either carrying or trying to go up against to change it. Of course, there are positive collective energies around too that help support us in unseen ways. Yet, what I'm seeing in my clients is that these collective energies can envelop them and limit growth. Some of the most common ones I see that have the biggest impact on people are things like poverty consciousness, which is the belief that there's not enough to go around, or the victim mindset, which is the belief that one isn't good enough to receive good in life, or that no matter how good it gets, the problems are always bigger. If these are running in the background and individuals are attached to them, these energies become like strings on a puppet, where your actions, thoughts, and behaviors will be shaped by these collective energies, limiting the ability for you as an individual to achieve anything different. I've been aware of and have been working with these collective energies for some time now, and have found that the best way to release the hold they have on you is to work with them, not against them. For example, if you are a woman going up against the collective energy of the patriarchy, you will be flattened. Our energy body is no match for centuries-old energies that have been fed by billions of individual experiences. I see many of my clients get stuck in this trap of trying to make changes on a collective level by going up against it alone. This feels a lot like beating your head against the wall, or taking one step forward and 2 steps back. The first thing to realize here is that it is not your responsibility to change the world, nor is it possible from an energy dynamic perspective. Making changes to the collective energies can only be done by coming together in collaborative exchange that elevates the vibration of the collective such that it can transform and evolve into a different way. As an individual caught up in the collective energy, I found the best way to break free from its limits is to create a positive collective within the collective that supports elevation and positive evolution. A good example of this is using collective statistics to your advantage. For example, if there is a 30% success rate and a 70% failure rate for a course or a treatment or whatever it is, then instead of being limited by the 70% failure rate collective energy, consciously add yourself to the 30% success rate collective so that you can ride the wave to success. And in a poverty consciousness collective, join in the subset of the collective who thrive in a down market, for example. This will help give you a tailwind with the support of the positive aspects of the collective. If you feel called to bring more collaboration into your life to expand, exchange, elevate, and evolve, you may be interested in my affiliate program that will reward you by sharing my events with your friends and network. You will be rewarded for each person who registers for my upcoming workshops and retreats by giving the gift of healing to those you're connected to. If you're interested, message me to find out more from the contact information on my website, www.consciousness-medicine.com, where you can also sign up for my e-newsletter to stay updated on the latest news and stay connected on social media from the links on the homepage.